is that in Gopal Champu, Srila Jiva Goswami makes the point that actually Mother Yashoda, she didn't just like drop him or just put him down just like that, but she spoke to him nicely and told him that, look, I have to catch this milk here, and so please don't worry, I'll be back shortly, like this. But, so then she put him down nicely on the ground. But Krishna, he was really very happy being breastfed there. And even though she spoke nicely to him and explained briefly the situation, but still he wasn't really satisfied. Of course, he's always satisfied with his pure devotees. But just in terms of the pastime, the interpersonal exchange, Krishna apparently became angry. Actually, we understand that the milk in the pot on the stove, devotees, would you believe it? The milk was a devotee. It was not just some sort of, inanimate liquid, but in Vrindavan, in the kingdom of God, everything is alive. There is no such thing as dead matter, like the earth, like rocks, which we're very familiar with. Everything's alive. So in Krishna's pastimes there, in Vrindavan, it's also like that. So the milk was a devotee, and the milk was feeling anxious that if Mother Yashoda does not stop breastfeeding Krishna, then Krishna is going to become full, and then he will not drink me. And if he doesn't drink me, well, that's my service. I will not be able to render my service to Krishna. And so the milk was feeling disturbed, that I want to do my service, which is being drunk by Krishna. So therefore the milk acted like, I don't know whether it's he or she, but in Hindi, what is it? Doot, garam doot. It must be masculine. Am I right? It's masculine? Doot? Who knows Hindi grammar here? Huh? No, I know what garam doot is. What gender is the word doot? Is it masculine, feminine, or neuter? Oh, you know Hindi, don't you? Doot is a noun, so it must be masculine, feminine. We're getting diverted, aren't we? But it's just an interesting point. Milk, is milk masculine, feminine, or neuter? I think it sounds like it's masculine. Garam, the adjective ends with the M and not with a vowel. Anyway, let's not get into it. Right, so there we were. The milk was feeling upset. And so the milk put on a bit of a show, because the milk wanted to do his, shall we say, his service of being drunk by Krishna and not miss out. You see, that's advanced devotee. Advanced devotee wants to render his or her service to Krishna, and that's just like their mission in life. It's like the focal point of their lives to do their service. So Mother Yashoda, as we said, put down Krishna, put down the churning rod, went in, took care of the milk so it didn't burn or just boil over, and came back out. But it took a little while. In the meantime, Krishna had got up to some transcendental mischief because he was feeling upset that, he'd been in this wonderful position. It was just nectar. And all of a sudden, bang, he's on the floor and his mother's just gone. So Krishna, to cut a long story, fairly long story short, Krishna saw some pots containing different dairy products hanging from the ceiling, so he managed to climb up somehow and break them, throw them down on the ground, cut the string that's holding them, like that, smashed. And now and he also smashed the what Mother Yashoda was churning the yogurt into butter in that container, which was probably like a 15-liter container or something like that, substantial. Right, so he smashed all these things, and maybe there was 100 liters of, the half-prepared butter from what she was churning. Yeah, that, and then just some milk, and maybe some cream, and maybe some yogurt, and maybe some nice sweet things like rubbery. Are you familiar? You're all familiar with rubbery, am I right? Well, you're Gujarati, you should be. Are you familiar with rubbery? Anyway, anyone who's not, you should better become familiar with it as soon as possible. Otherwise, you've wasted at least 10% of your life. So, right. So now, all these things are just smashed and just have run out on the ground, and it may be 100 liters of different dairy products of different sorts, just all over the place, and in other words, just wasted. And that's like a housewife's nightmare. And so it took her a while to get things together with the milk on the stove, but when she finished, she came out. Krishna had already done these things. Smashed the pots, and all the liquids and whatnot were all over the floor or the ground, because this is outside. And Krishna, it had taken some time, because Krishna had been eating butter in the meantime, and he'd eaten so much that he'd eaten enough. So he was feeding it to the monkeys, and the monkeys had eaten so much that they had had enough. So Krishna's offering it. Come on, take some butter. But the monkeys were refusing. Yeah. And so Krishna, because Krishna was annoyed, something like that, with having been put down suddenly. So when Mother Yashoda came out and saw the mess, and then saw him feeding the monkeys, but the monkeys are refusing, then Krishna thought, I will say something to, upset her, something like that, to get back at her for putting me down in such a way. It wasn't nice. So Krishna said to Mother Yashoda, Mata, just look and see. Your butter is so bad, even the monkeys won't eat it. Which was not true, but anyway, he just wanted to say something to his mother to get back at her, transcendentally. So when he did that, then Mother Yashoda decided, I have to discipline this boy, to train him, teach him a lesson that you just don't do things like this at all. She became anxious because she was concerned that now he's stealing butter. Sometimes he steals yogurt too, but mainly butter. In the future, when he's an adult, he may hijack motor cars or ox carts, buffalo wagons, because they didn't have motor cars. Yes, and he may become the head, you've probably heard me say this many times, he may become the head of the makan mafia. For those who don't know, makan means butter in Hindi. The makan mafia. And people will think, when they lock him up in jail, people will think, what sort of useless mother did this fellow have? Couldn't train him to become like a proper human being. So she didn't want that, so she decided to tie him up. And just one other little point, let me just slip in this other little point, is that before she came out from having, dealing with the milk, it took a while. So before she came out and then saw the mess and Krishna tried to chastise her, Krishna, the first thing Krishna did was become upset. And it was only after just a little while of being upset, then he started breaking the pots. But initially he was just upset. And the Bhagavatam, there is a verse which I don't know if, yes, here it is. I don't have the verse number, I'm afraid. But the Bhagavatam says, being very angry and biting his reddish lips with his teeth, Krishna, with false tears in his eyes, broke the container of yogurt. Then he entered a room and began to eat the freshly churned butter in a solitary place. So he's sort of out of the way, solitary place, not just right there in public. And so the point is there. Let me just read what Srila Jiva Goswami says. This is the point about whether he is acting like he's upset or whether he is actually upset. So Jiva Goswami says, his display of anger describes the special sweetness of his infant pastimes, filled with affection for his mother. His pastime was real. Means his emotions were real. His pastime was real. Since emotions arose within his mind and his actions were performed in private, not displayed for others to see. If he was just acting like he's upset, just putting on a show, he would do it publicly where the people see. But now he went to a solitary place out of the way and cried. He cried and ate some butter. So the question is, when Krishna gets into these pastimes, is he just acting? Like in the movies, Shah Rukh Bhai, and Company, the movies. You know the one? Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge. You heard of that one? We know what goes on, actually. Sasbi Kabhi Bahuti. So anyway, is he just acting? But it's just a nonsense, you know. It's meaningless. He's just acting in order to earn money. Or is he actually feeling whatever he seems to be feeling, which may be happiness, it may be in this case distress. So Jiva Goswami is saying that his pastime was real because his emotions and his actions were performed in private, not displayed for others to see. So he really felt like that. This is like the mystery, one of the great mysteries of Krishna's pastimes, that he is actually deeply absorbed in them. So anyway, you know the story that Mother Yashoda, seeing him doing all this nonsense and feeding the butter to the monkeys and then sort of, you know, in a childish way insulting her, she decided, that's it. I have to discipline him for his own good, to train him to become a good boy and not be, you know, a naughty, I mean like really naughty boy, dangerously naughty. Right, so it was not that now she sees all these dairy products are just on the ground and they're just wasted. They're just wasted. And, you know, it's probably worth, by our standards, a few thousand rands, something like that. And so some people would just get angry, and in a mood of anger, they might hit the child. Isn't it? Sometimes this happens. But it's just they're expressing their frustration, so they may hit the child. But they're not thinking, how can I help this child to improve himself or herself and help them to grow up, to become like really responsible adults, responsible individuals who will play meaningful parts in society. This is what Mother Yashoda was thinking. Even though I'm sure some others would have just got angry and, you know, had a big outburst and maybe used some violence possibly. Yeah, these things happen. So anyway, you know the story. She first of all had to catch him, but he's very agile little boy, and she is a middle-aged lady, heavily built, so she's not agile really at all. But she feels, I have to catch this boy to tie him up in order to educate him like that. So anyway, it's a long story, but she was trying and trying, he was dodging and dodging, and she couldn't catch him. But then her mood of concern, motherly concern, to help her dear little son, that mood of concern just rose and just overflowed out of her heart and just overflowed onto him. And then he couldn't stop her from catching him. And then she went to tie him up, and you know the story. She couldn't tie him up because the rope was always 2 fingers too short. And she never, she had meters and meters and meters and even maybe hundreds of meters of rope. But it was still 2 fingers too short to get around his little boy's tummy once. And there's like hundreds of meters of rope. But she never stopped to think, wait a minute, look at this. We got so much rope here. It's enough to put around the house. We got so much rope, but it's 2 fingers too short, even to get around once. Something's wrong here. There's something going on here. She didn't think like that. She just got more rope and more rope and more rope. And eventually the same thing happened. Her mood of motherly concern overflowed onto Krishna. And then even if she had had that much rope, like a few centimeters or something like that, she would have been able to tie him, because he's being tied with love and not exactly, in a sort of technical sense with some rope. So anyway, you know the story, and it goes on to from there. One thing I'll just mention right at this point is that the 2 fingers, one of our great acharyas, in fact, it's Sridhar Swami, who was living like 1,000 years ago, well before Lord Caitanya. He explains that the 2 fingers, the rope was short, the 2 fingers represent 2 very important factors in the situation there, and in fact in the life of a devotee in general. The one finger, first finger, represents, you know what it represents? Sorry? Speak up. Pride. What a wonderful suggestion, but I'm afraid it's not correct. But don't worry, at least you tried. First finger represents the effort of the devotee to serve the Lord and carry out whatever service the devotee has been entrusted with. So that's first finger. Second finger represents the mercy of the Lord. Both factors have to be there. It's not just like workaholism, that we just work hard and we just work hard. And it's not just like just only we leave it up to Krishna and we don't do anything. Like Arjuna in the battle initially, in the battle of Kurukshetra, just before it began, he told Krishna, listen, I'm not going to fight. I'm going to sit down in the back of the chariot and sulk. But if you want the battle fought, then you do it. And just get back to me when you've won, when the battle is won. All right? So, like that, just leave it up to Krishna, and we will then sleep, because we don't want, if we don't get enough sleep, then we won't be, strong to do service, which we're not going to do because we're just leaving it up to Krishna. So 2 fingers. First finger, the devotee's effort in service. Second finger, the mercy of the Lord. Now look at your 2 fingers. Look at your 2 fingers. Look at mine too. It's quite pronounced in mine. This is my effort finger, you see, right? Get me? This is my effort finger. And this one, the middle one, is the Krishna's mercy finger. Which is bigger? In my case, at least. Probably with yours too. It may not be quite as pronounced as it is with me. Krishna's mercy finger is bigger. That means that, of course, we have to do our best, but ultimately the main factor is Krishna's mercy. Yeah. Remember that. Very important. So, okay, now I'm going to just say one or two things about the month of Kartik. First thing is that, as we'll be doing, in half an hour or 45 minutes, we'll sing the Damodarastakam. So, it's part of celebrating the month of Damodar, but particularly we're celebrating the pastime, because the song is just all about the pastime. For the whole month, we are celebrating the pastime. Right till the end of the month, 4 weeks or so, we are observing this pastime. Now, you know that Janmashtami was not so far back, and Radhastami was there also, Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja, and all the festivals we observe. But how many of those festivals do we observe for 1 month? This is the only one. It's the only one. For the whole month, every single day, we are celebrating, observing this festival and this pastime. Whereas Janmashtami, it may be a few days if we go and do some programs at Namahatas, etc. But it's not every single day for a month. And the main festival here is just for 1 day. So this means something. That this is a very important pastime, because in this pastime we see Mother Yashoda. She is like an exemplary devotee. She is doing her best to serve Krishna despite the challenges. Different challenges were there. But she carried on, she didn't give up. So and as a result, Krishna was merciful to her. Very merciful indeed. So, it's a very important point that this particular pastime and the celebration for the whole month, we're celebrating how a devotee should serve Krishna. And if the devotee does it nicely, how Krishna reciprocates. And this is extremely important for us as aspiring devotees. So bear that in mind. And now what I'm going to do, I have to stop in several minutes. What I'm going to do is read the translations of some scriptural verses which are emphasizing the value of observing Kartik. First of all, this is actually from Srila Sanatana Goswami, from Hari Bhakti Vilas. He's taken out all these verses, like dozens, I don't know if it's hundreds, but it's definitely dozens. Yeah, to help us as practitioners to appreciate that this is very valuable for me to do, to observe the month of Kartik nicely. So, in the Skanda Purana it is said the pious result obtained by bathing in all holy places and giving all charities is not equal to 1/10,000,000th part of the result obtained by following the vow of Kartik. How does that grab you? Doing all these are pious activities. They may or may not be Krishna conscious. Like if you bathe in the Yamuna or Radha Kund, then that's Krishna conscious. But otherwise, bathing in so many other rivers and holy places not to do with the Supreme Lord, they're like material pious activities. Giving charity, it depends who you give charity to, whether it's really Krishna conscious or just material pious activity. But one way or the other, the result you get from doing those things is not equal to 1/10,000,000th part of the result obtained by following the vow of Kartik. What does it mean? Now, what's the vow of Kartik? What is this? Some special vow? Basically, what it means is that there is a Vaishnav practice that during this month of Kartik, the month of Damodar, that devotees, as much as they're able, and some may be able to do it a lot, some may struggle even to do a little if they're really busy people, but we should take some special vow for this month to do some extra Krishna conscious activity that otherwise we would not normally do. And it could even just be something simple like chant one extra round a day. Or it could be, chant a number of extra rounds. Or, the book distribution marathon is coming. Every day I will distribute one book. Anyway, you think about it and think what might be appropriate for you and what you might like to do, but just something extra, something you don't normally do every day. This is also from Skanda Purana. A person who during the month of Kartik offers a lamp to Lord Damodar has already performed all yagyas and bathed in all holy rivers. Yes. All holy places, yagyas, dakshins, means giving of charities, residence in Pushkar, Kurukshetra, and the Himalayas, and all giving in charity of a pile of gold like Mount Meru, which is a lot bigger than Everest. Yeah. All of these things reside in Kartik, Lord Krishna's favorite month. O Narada, O king of Brahmins, O great sage, rivers, mountains, and oceans will all be destroyed, but the month of Kartik will never be destroyed. Kartik is the best of months. Kartik is always dear to the Vaishnavas. O great sage, a Vaishnav who with devotion serves Kartik by doing some special activity like we mentioned. So a Vaishnav who with devotion serves Kartik delivers his ancestors from hell. Yes. Even a person addicted to all sins and averse to all pious deeds, but who somehow offers a lamp during Kartik becomes purified. Of this there is no doubt. O Narada, no sin exists anywhere in the three worlds that will not be purified by offering a lamp to Lord Damodar during Kartik. Are you getting the idea? Yes. Now from Padma Purana, of the 12 months, Kartik is the most dear to Lord Krishna. To anyone who even slightly worships Lord Vishnu during the month of Kartik, then this month of Kartik gives residence in the Supreme Lord's transcendental abode. Oh, there you are. Okay. I'll just read one more. I mean, we got time. We can go through all of these, many of them. Right. So last one for today. As everyone knows, Lord Damodar loves his devotees. Lord Damodar's month, the month of Kartik, also loves the devotees. How's that? The month of Kartik also loves the devotees. The month of Kartik thinks that even the slightest devotional service is very big and important. Get the idea? So let's get into it. Let's get into it, make the most of it. Hare Krishna. Shri Shri Radha Damodar Ki. Shri Shri Yashoda Damodar Ki. Shri Kartik Vrata Ki. And next time I'll read, there's a little pastime about Radharani tying Krishna, and that's the Radha Damodar pastime. But for the time being, some announcements. Hare Krishna.
His Holiness Bhakti Caitanya Swami Maharaj ki Jai. Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you very much for enlightening us and for always inspiring us. We are definitely very fortunate, very blessed to have Maharaj's association and mercy, especially on this auspicious night of Sharad Purnima. So devotees, a quick outline of the program for the rest of the evening. We'll observe Gaura Aarti in a few minutes, and after that, we will have the reading of the translation of the Damodarashtakam to deepen our understanding. Then after that, we will sing the Damodarashtakam, and only after we sing the Damodarashtakam, then we will offer our lamps to Mother Yashoda and Lord Damodar. So devotees, this year we are using reusable brass lamps and not clay lamps. So we humbly ask you to please return these lamps, as beautiful as they are. We won't take them away, we'll return them so they can be washed and reused for every evening. On that note, the lamps need to be cleaned every day, and it's a wonderful service to do for their lordships. So if you are keen to offer this service of washing and cleaning the lamps for offering every day, then please, you can contact Radhika Jeevan Prabhu, or you can contact any of us and we can connect you with this wonderful service for the month of Kartik. So every evening there will be a program and you will be able to offer your lamps, and there will be the singing of Damodarashtakam. You're also welcome to come in during the day and offer your lamps to Lord Damodar and Mother Yashoda. So devotees, we will observe Gaura Aarti in a few minutes. Thank you very much for attending on this first night of Kartik, and we wish you a blessed Kartik month, and we'd love to see you here every evening for the offering of lamps. We'd like you to ask to come forward so that we can make space for all the other devotees coming in. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Have a blessed Kartik month and a safe journey home. Hare Krishna.
Jaya Radha Radha Nat Radha Radha Nat Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan. Hariba, 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 Gaura Hariba. Giva Jaya, Jaya, Gaura Chande. Arotika Shobha. Shiva Jaya, Jaya, Gurachande. Arotika Shobha. Jadave Tatavane Jagamanarobha. Jadave Tatavane Jagamanarobha. Thakene tajan Bame gadadada. Thakene tajan Bame gadadada. Ekate Advaita Sine Vasajatadara. Ekate Advaita Sine Vasajatadara. Vose ache Gaurachan Radha Simhasane. Vose ache Gaurachan Radha Simhasane. Arati Gaurena Brahma Adi Devagane. Adate Gorana Brahma Ade Devagane Narade Hare Gode Chamara Duraya Narade Hare Gode Chamara Duraya Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Gosadegaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Gosadegaya Sangha Bhaje Gandha Bhaje Bhaje Karatara Sangha Bhaje Gandha Bhaje Bhaje Karatara Madhura Mernanga Bhaje Paramarasara Madhura Mernanga Bhaje Paramarasara Sangha Bhaje Kanta Bhaje Madhu 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 Bhaje Sangha Bhaje Kanta Bhaje Madhu 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 Bhaje Oh Madhu 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 Bhaje Madhu 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 Bhaje Sangha Bhaje Gandha Bhaje Madhu 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 Bhaje Nitagora Haribo 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 Gora Haribo Nitagora Haribo 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 Nitagora Haribo Bao Gote Chandajine Vadana Jada Bhagate Janjajine Vadano Jada Galadeshe Banamala Kore Dalamala Galadeshe Banamala Kore Dalamala Shiva Sukhanarada Vimegadagada Shiva Sukhanarada Vimegadagada Bhakti Vinoda Dege Gora Sambada Bhakti Vinoda Dege Gora Sambada Gaurangera Arate Choba Jagajana Manalabha Gaurangera Arate Choba Jagajana Manalabha Ajagajana Manarabha Jagajana Manarabha Gorangera Rotike Choba Jagajana Manarabha Nitagora Riva Haribo, Haribo, Gora Haribo. Adita Gora Haribo, 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 Gora Haribo. Jaya, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nite Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivesesha Sunyavade Pasyatade Chadarine Jaya Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Ram se bole. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, louder, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Caitanya, Hare Caitanya, Caitanya, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Go to Prabhupada.
Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki. ISKCON's founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki. Anant Kodi Vaishnav Vrinda ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. Prem se Gaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shamkund Radhakund Giri Govardhan ki. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki. Shri Mayapur Dham ki. Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki. Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki. Shri Giri Govardhan ki. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki. Shri Shri Yashoda Damodar ki. Shri Damodar Vrata ki. Shri Kartik Vrata ki. Go Premanande. All glories to their Samo devotees. All glories to their Samo devotees. All glories to their assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralada Lada Dayine. Hiranyakashipu Vakshaha. Shilatanga Nagalaye. Ito Nisinga Bhadato Nisinga. Yato Yato Yamitato Nisinga. Vahe Nisinga Hridaye Nisinga. Vahe Nisinga Hridaye Nisinga. Narasimhamade Sharanam Prapade. Narasimhamade Sharanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamalavade Nakama Bhuta Shringa Lalita Hiranyakasipu Dano Vinga Keshavadita Narare Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Nisimade, 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 Jaya Nisimade. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jai Nishingade Bhagavan ke, Prahlad Maharaj ke, Nitai Go Premanande.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Balaram has requested me to tell you that prasadam will be served in the marquee after the program. Once again, prasadam will be served in the marquee. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank God. Been tough. Austerity. For Kartik.
Used so much power. That's so what we do? Just sing or translation also?
So is it translation first or singing first? Translation first, read it.
Who, me? No, you. Somebody else. Huh? What's happening? Okay, you read.
To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokul, who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt, that his mother was churning into butter and then stealing the butter, that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar, in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed. To that Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To the Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, whose belly is bound not with ropes, but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokul in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence, that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodar hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bal Gopal in Vrindavan may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus feet be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you. O Damodar, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, please be pleased upon me. By showering your glance of mercy upon me, deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodar, just as the 2 sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Anukuvara, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with ropes to a wooden grinding mortar, in the same way, please give me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodar, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes. Shri Yashoda Damodar Ki.
Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalango Brajamanam Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalango Brajamanam Yashoda Beyalukalanavamanam Taram Shamatam Tato Drutya Gopyam Yashoda Beyalukaladamamanam Paramishamatyam Tato Drutya Gopya Rudam tamuhu netra yugmam jantam Karam yugmena satankanetam Rudam tamuhu netra yugmam jantam karam jayugmena satanka netram. Mohosasakam patre kankakanta Stitagrevadamodaram Bhakti Badam. Mohosasakam patre kankakantam Stitagrevadamodaram Bhakti Badam. Iti driksalila birananda kunde Svagoshami majantam akyapayantam. Iti driksalila birananda kunde Sagoshami majantam akyapayantam. Tadeye sritagesho bhakta jitatvam Puna prematastam shata vritivane. Tadeye sitageshu bhakta jitatvam Puna prematastam shata vritivane. Varam deva moksham na mokshavadimma na chanyamene hamare shadapiha. Varam deva moksham na mokshavadimma na chanyamene hamare shadapiha. Idam te vaponata gopala balam sadame manasya virastankinanya. Idam te vapunata gopala balam sadame manasya virastankinanya. Idam te mukam jamatyantanila
Vritam kuntalai snigdha raktascha gopyam. Idam te mukam jamatyanta nila Vritam kuntalai snigdha raktascha gopyam. Mohoshomitam bimbarakta darame manasya virastam malam lakshalabhay. Mohoshomitam bimbarakta darame manasya virastam malam lakshalabhay. Namo Deva Dammodarananta Vishnu Prasiddha Prabodhu Kajalabdi Magnam. Namo Deva Dammodarananta Vishnu Prasiddha Prabodhu Kajalabdi Magnam. Kripa drishti vrishyati dinam batano Vihani shamamagame dhyaksi drishtya. Kripa drishti vishyate dinam batano Vihani shamamagame dhyaksi drishtya. Kuveratma jabada murtevayadvat Vayamochita bhakti bhajakritaucha. Kuveratma jaubada murtevayadvat Vayamochita bhakti bhajakritaucha. Tata prema bhakti sakame prayacha Namokshe grahom esti damodareha. Tata prema bhakti sakame prayacha Namokshe grahom esti damodareha. kame prayacha namokshaga mistira mudareha Namaste Sudamne Sporadiptidamne Pradyodarayata Vishwasadamne Namaste Sudamne Sporadiptidamne Pradyodarayata Vishwasadamne Namo Radhikaya Tvadya Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam Namo Radhikaya Tvadya Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam Namo Radhikaya Tvadya Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Sherade. Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Sherade. Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Sherade. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya 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 Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki, Shri Gaura Hari ki jai, Shri Shri Giri Govardhan ki jai. Harinam Sankirtanya Gyake,